That's really what we were kind of trying to capture, was like making a PG movie that maybe felt like it had like a slight teenage energy to it. But at the same time, there's absolutely nothing in this movie that a child cannot see.
We have a very important mission for tonight. We must use stealth and cunning to infiltrate the human world and retrieve Go-Gurt.
Seth, thank you to being with us in the Película, in my show, and congratulations for the movie. I want to know, this film has a comic book style. As a producer, how did you choose this kind of animation?
The animation was really actually inspired by like teenagers like scribbling in the back of their notebooks. It was kind of, that was really what we talked about first, was like we wanted the movie to focus on this kind of teenage energy. We cast actual teenagers. First word is teenage in the title. And Jeff Rowe, our director, started kind of showing us this concept art that was like inspired by like kind of doodles you would make. And the kind of like didn't stay in the lines, and it was all rough, and you would really like have passion in some parts of it, and other parts you would kind of barely pay attention to, and they would kind of just be scribbles, and you're not making everything symmetrical and clean, but you're kind of just, it's very like impressionistic in some ways. And it really like captured this kind of like reckless, wild, like carefree teenage energy that we wanted the movie to have.
That seems very dangerous.
Be danger for breakfast.
Actually, I eat pizza with bits of waffles on.
You have a peculiar humor. You brought this script.
Yep.
Can you read some of your jokes in this script?
It was a little hard, honestly, to recalibrate. We generally make very adult material, I would say, and so but I think like young people like comedy that feels like a tiny bit too old for them, maybe, you know. I remember when I was a kid, and like those were the jokes I liked, the ones that seemed maybe like a little edgy, and so that's really what we were kind of trying to capture, was like making a PG movie that maybe felt like it had like a slight teenage energy to it. But at the same time, there's absolutely nothing in this movie that a child cannot see, and that it was kind of like the, you know, it was like, it was different than what we had done comedically, but we got to a place where we would screen the movie in theaters, and it played exactly like our big filthy R-rated comedies played, as far as like how the laughs go. And I remember being really excited about that, you know.
As a comedian, it was difficult to play a villain character.
No, it was fun to play. Bebop and Rocksteady were always some of my favorite characters. They were always kind of dumb New York bros, which I always thought was kind of like a funny dynamic. And they're ultimately kind of good guys when it gets down to it. So that was always easy for me to access that.
What is your favorite character in this movie?
I always liked Michelangelo growing up, for sure. I think in this movie, actually, Splinter is my favorite character, though. I just think Jackie Chan is so amazing, and Splinter has a fight scene that's like my favorite fight scene in the movie, because it is like a Jackie Chan fight, which I really like. And so, yeah, I'm a big Splinter fan.
Thank you, Seth, and thank you to being, and congratulations for the movie.
Thank you so much.
We're brothers. We fight together. We're just getting started.
Ninja Turtles.